Hello everyone, good afternoon. I will be your science teacher for today. So before we will start our new discussion, let me call on Miss Angela. Can you lead the prayer? Amen. So thank you so much, Miss Angela, for leading the prayer. Before we will move on to our new discussion this afternoon, I want to call Mr. James. Can you tell me what was our last topic last meeting? Yes, you're right. We are discussing the digestive system last meeting. So, can you tell me guys what are the parts of the digestive system, Mr. Pacifico? Yes? Yes, you're right. So I think everyone have already learned about our past lesson, which is the digestive system. Now, let us move on into our new lesson this afternoon. But before that, let me read to you the objectives of this lesson. At the end of the session, the students should be able to first identify the parts and structures that makes up the respiratory system. Second, appreciate how the respiratory system processes oxygen and carbon dioxide. And the third one is draw the basic parts of the respiratory system with its functions. So those are the objectives of this lesson. So for now, let us move on to, I have here a Kwl poster, and the direction here is to write the information in the first and second column only. So there is third column, just leave it there and we will tackle that later on. So in the first column, we have here, what do I know? Or what do you know already about this lesson? So you will write it here in the first column. And in the second column, here's what do I want to know? Or what do you want to know about this lesson? So write it here in the second column. So after all you answer the KWL chart in the first and second column, you will present it to the class. Thank you so much. Thank you so much everyone for reporting and sharing your answers in the first and second column. And now let's proceed to, let's have an activity, the inhale and exhale drill. So this is just a simple activity, but it is very relevant to our lesson this afternoon. So we will start our activity. This is just very simple. We will just inhale, exhale. You inhale, exhale. Last, inhale, exhale. So yeah, so how does it feel, class? Yes, Maria? Yeah, very good. So what do you think why we need to inhale and exhale? Yes, Angela? Yes, very good. So why is it very important to breathe? Yes, Angela? Very good. Yes, you have an excellent answer, guys. So how can this be related to the respiratory system and its function? You, Marilu. Yes, excellent. Very good. So I think you already have the idea about this lesson. So let's now proceed to our lesson proper. I have here a short video, and from that video I want you to give some comments or some ideas or insights from the video later on after we watch this. you're right. What can you see in the video? Let me ask someone first. Yes, bricks. Yes, you're right, bricks. So the air enters into our body and then it comes out. So the video is very significant into our lesson for today, for we have to discuss about the respiratory system. So by the way, what is respiratory system? Can I call someone? Yes, you, Angela. Yes, you're right. Very good. Actually, the respiratory system is the organ and the other parts of your body that involves breathing. Yeah, breathing when you exchange these two gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Yes, you're very good. Thank you so much, Angela, for the excellent answer. So, I have here an animated video that will discuss the parts and functions of the respiratory system. Let's watch this.
Respiratory system. To understand the process of breathing. In humans, the main organs responsible for respiration are present in the thoracic cavity. In the thorax region, the rib cage and a dome-shaped fibrous tissue, known as the diaphragm, are observed. Present within the rib cage are the pleural membranes, which enclose the lungs. The right lung is divided into 3 lobes: the right superior, right middle, and the right inferior lobe. The left lung is smaller and has only 2 lobes, the left superior and the left inferior lobe. Both the lungs are associated externally with small tubular bronchi, which unite and extend into the trachea. The trachea has incomplete C-shaped rings of cartilage, which prevent the tracheal wall from collapsing. The trachea leads into the pharynx, which is connected to the nostrils. As we breathe in air, the oxygen molecules enter the nostrils and travel downwards through the pharynx and trachea to finally reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form bronchioles. Oxygen travels through these bronchioles and reaches the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by a network of capillaries. A section of one alveolus shows the presence of numerous alveolar chambers with pores. Blood containing RBCs is seen flowing through the capillaries. The oxygen molecules from the alveolus diffuse into the capillary and then get absorbed by the bluish-purple RBCs. This causes oxygenation of the RBCs, and a transition in their color from bluish-purple to red is observed. The blood moving into the alveolus contains RBCs and carbon dioxide molecules. These molecules are released into the alveolus. The carbon dioxide collects in the alveolar chamber. And then from the alveolus, it travels through the bronchioles into the bronchus, which finally reaches the trachea and is breathed out through the nostrils. So the process of breathing in air rich in oxygen is called inhalation. After the contraction of the muscular diaphragm, the lungs expand and the air rushes in, resulting in the inflation of the alveoli. During exhalation, The diaphragm moves up and the lungs contract. Thus, the alveoli deflate, causing the air to be forced out. This exhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide. This process of inhalation and exhalation is known as respiration, which is approximately 20 times per minute.
And now we are already done watching the video, and it is very nice and it is beautiful how these gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, exchange inside the alveoli. So I really appreciate, and of course you too appreciate the video and this whole lesson. And yes, Angelo, do you have any question? Yes, that's a very good question. So, why is it that in the left side there are only 2 lobes and there's a little cut, and in the right side there are 3 lobes but there's no cut? So it is because there's a little cut of the lungs, as you can see here, and it is called the cardiac notch. Yeah, because our heart has a little bit to the left and we need make room for the heart, so there's a little bit long on the left lung side, and there's a little room for, and there's also a little room for this for these lobes. That's why it has only 2 lobes on that side. So I think I already discussed all the importance and functions of the respiratory system. Any questions? Okay, thank you so much. None so far. So, any violent reactions? Okay, thank you so much. None so far also. So, for this time, I will be giving you a task that it says here that draw the respiratory system and label it with its function. So, I think the direction is very clear. You will just draw the respiratory system and just label it with its function. So, also, here is the rubrics of your drawing. So you will see here the creativity, the labeling of parts, which is included in the criteria, then the neatness and attractiveness, of course, and then the accuracy of the drawing. So I think this is easy to get direction. I will not expand this anymore. So also in the display poster in the 3rd column, you can now write here what you have learned in this throughout this lesson. So I think that's all. I will wait for your output until tomorrow 5 p.m. and after you finish it, you can send it to my email. So thank you so much, class, and goodbye for now. Keep safe and thank you.